made myself some tea. Today I woke up to the sun, which I'm just so incredibly grateful for, because yesterday it was raining and it was just dreadful. Rainy days are just good in theory for me. I much would rather have a sunny day like today. I've just been journaling this morning to trying to hone in all the thoughts and feelings of last night, because last night was actually the little private gathering opening for the exhibit, and there were just a ton of strangers there, and I was just clinging to the people I know, and I went there specifically with hopes and goals to just sort of mingle with strangers, try to get out of my comfort zone, because when will I ever get the opportunity to meet all these different artists? And yet I found myself just huddling in a corner, clinging to comfort, to just my friends, and yeah, my social battery was definitely running on low, especially since I was touring a strange city for the better half of the day. I already went there with very low energy, very low, again, low social battery, and I was just tapped out by the evening. Came back home and I got knocked out. And I woke up and I did some journaling to spill all that out onto the pages. I think it was on someone's podcast or something, and basically they were saying that they don't want to use blessings as leverage, and I just think that is so true, so spot on. Although this is an amazing opportunity for me to be in this city and to be part of an exhibit that I've always dreamed of being in, I should not try to push my luck, or just again use this blessing as leverage. And so cheers to that. Hope you enjoy this vlog. Don't know how many episodes this Paris diaries is gonna have, but hoping there will be quite a few, and also hoping that I'll get to come back and listen to sort of annual or seasonal series. Tidying up before I head on out, and whilst I do that, I just want to take a minute to thank Squarespace for always being so supportive of my channel. If you don't know, Squarespace is an all-in-one platform created to help you successfully promote your presence online. Whether you're looking to sell products and services, start an online portfolio, or even a website for your business, Squarespace has so many beautiful templates and cool features to help you get started with newsletters, membership access, and so much more. It's so easy to engage with your audience, and if you get stuck along the way, they have 24/7 support and analytics to help you out. And the best part is, anyone gets a free trial to play around with their website. And of course, once you're ready to launch, you can go to squarespace.com/Sharon to get 10% off your first purchase of a domain or website.
(4번으로) 나가야 되는데.
Namole. A 옛날에
stay, migrated over to this other place. Gonna go look for a place to just sit down and have a little solo lunch by myself. I'm trying to find a cafe. Today's the last day of the exhibit and I am on my way to go pick up my vase. And then I'm gonna have dinner after with my friend who was also in the exhibit, so yay. Kind of sad that it's ending though.
They bought a lot in the
Saw a little boulangerie out my window, so I'm gonna go pick up some breakfast. Then can I get a half for this one? Thank you. Have a good day. Bread. I really wish I stuck with my French because I haven't been taking classes for a while now and I can barely speak it. No, that's not true. I just can't speak it at all. Today's lunch, some bread with, I think this is like the little pesto spread with these huge tomatoes, some peaches, some fresh raspberries because I went to the fruit store. Traveling in Paris has made me an even worse caffeine junkie. Today's Monday. My bangs are just a mess. I need to go do something about this when I get back to Seoul. So, story time whilst we have our little lunch. Friday night, when we got back to our stay, we found out that that little studio had a mice problem. No one saw this coming, obviously, but I just couldn't. As you can tell, I've switched Airbnbs, or actually this is an Airbnb. The gorgeous studio I was in for the previous days was sublighted by someone I met through Instagram. I originally had not planned to switch stays like this at all. I was actually going to be in the sublighted place for the whole time here, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I had to evacuate that place. I'm pretty sure like all you Parisians watching will most likely think I'm making a pretty big deal out of nothing, but as a Korean girl, as someone who's been living in Seoul and in Korea for the past decade, I am still not used to seeing nature's more advanced critters in my home. My mom was with me up until then, so like we were both freaking out. I almost tried convincing myself that it was just me having a little roommate that, you know, I just didn't really want to have. And you know, because it's hard trying to find an accommodation so last minute, and especially during this season when it's like not peak tourist season, but it's you know, it's design week, it's gonna be fashion week pretty soon. I was lucky enough to find such a gorgeous sublet for a pretty fair price. The owner was so nice, like there's no beef between us, everything was very civil. She was very considerate, very helpful, considering the fact that she's not here in Paris right now. She's back in Seoul for work, and you know, with the time difference and everything, I'm pretty sure she was losing her mind because this is actually her house. I mean, I'm just staying here, but she's gonna have to come back and live here. So she was going crazy, my mom and I were going crazy. Both parties thought it'd be best if I just not stay there anymore, because it's not like you could catch the mice, and I actually wasn't really feeling too good about exterminating them. I mean, I obviously didn't want them where I was. I did not want mice with me, but I also didn't want to be the cause of their ultimate goodbye. So I found this place really last minute, and actually things worked out for the better, because this place, like although like it isn't in my niche or whatever, I mean, like for those of you who have been on this channel and who have been with me since the beginning, know I have a specific taste, specific aesthetics. I mean, everyone has their own style, but I don't know, I guess the studio before was obviously more to my taste, and this one is a little kind of corporate for me. Don't know how to explain it, but yeah, this place is so advanced. Like the lock is like automatic, and I don't, you know, mean any shade, but I feel like this city is very traditional. People aren't too in a hurry to get somewhere. They're very like, you know, like go with the flow, like, you know, let's see this out, let's wait it out. And also like the systems, like, you know, getting into your house, your keys is all very traditional compared to Seoul. Like Seoul is so, I don't want to say advanced, but it's pretty modern. Seoul's become pretty modern over the few years, and it was actually really refreshing to come to a city where, you know, people are still living in the way that they have been doing for decades. It was really refreshing to see, and it was such a nice change of pace for me. But at the same time, I did kind of have to adjust to the ways here. So like being in a place where it has automatic locks and you don't need an actual physical key to get in is sort of reminding me of home, reminding me of Seoul right now. So yeah, I feel more at ease here. But again, yeah, just sad because I had all this great stuff I wanted to film in that studio, and the lady who subletted to me was so like all for it. She was so excited about, you know, getting her house filmed because it is such a gorgeous studio. She renovated it so well. Highly recommend her studio. I'm sure she's gonna be subletting it from time to time when she's not living there because she travels for work. So if you wanna, you know, go stay there, I mean, obviously no mice will be there when you guys get there, but Yeah. Ever since I got to Paris, I've never had like a home cooked meal. Not that this could be considered as a home cooked meal because all I did was just cut up some bread and fruit. I don't eat out every day. And that's what I've been doing the whole time I was here, and it's taken a toll on me. Like my body just doesn't feel healthy. Not that French cuisine is unhealthy or anything like that, but just, I don't know, having food that I actually prepared myself is just hitting so good right now. Got my matcha. My first ever matcha here, actually. I should have gotten one sooner. I mean, I planned to go to all these matcha places, but I never did. And the place I just went to was like such a hipster place. I've been seeing it all over Instagram, so I kind of figured it would be that kind of cafe. But there were just so many people that were like so like fashionable, like all impeccably dressed, and they were taking pictures, obviously. Probably not the most sanitary way to do makeup, but this is just gonna have to do. I didn't want to pack too much makeup because I'm a small girl, so I am not good with heavy luggage. So I tried to pack as minimally as possible, and emphasis on tried to because I actually ended up overpacking. Again, I try to bring multifunctional products, using one product for every part of your face, like one and done. And so I brought this, it's dinged up now, this little Simi Haze blush duo in the color Red Moon, and it's this like really pretty red, like a reddish brownish color, and one side is matte and one side is glowy. So I just used this for like my lip and my cheeks and then my eyes, and then I was like ready to go. And then during my trip I picked up this little multi palette from Rouge. This has been on my shopping list for years, but having it shipped overseas to Seoul is just crazy. It's this like multi quad palette. Pro tip for all the girlies who are gonna travel, just bring yourself these little creamy multi palettes. Like, they are so versatile, they're so universal. Pardon me while I do my makeup in the mirror here. I still can't do my makeup on this through this screen here. Plans for the day. This whole moving Airbnb's debacle kind of messed with my plans, so I did not get to hit all the little museums or art galleries that I had hoped to. So today we're gonna have to hit them all at once because tomorrow I just don't think I'm gonna have the time to hit everything, because I have to get back here and leave for the airport at 4. First stop is the Picasso Museum. Last day of Paris. I have a 8 p.m. flight tonight. It is currently around 10:30. I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of sightseeing because frankly I feel like I don't have enough time for it and I don't want to be at a rush on my last day here, especially because I'm all tired out, honestly. I do not have the energy to bounce around from town to town before I get on a plane because I just know the plane's gonna be exhausting. I am not one of those people who are comfy during their flight. Like, I can't fall asleep. Yeah, so before I get on that wretched plane, I'm gonna try and just relax. Last night I didn't really do much after I got back from the museum. The Rodin was my last little activity, I guess, for this trip. I was exhausted, so I came back, didn't really do much. I just ordered in. I think I had some like green curry. I had Thai food. So today we're just gonna go to the park, do some reading. I really haven't been able to do much reading since I got here. I planned to just relax and read at a park at some point, but who am I kidding? I knew that I would not be able to actually take the time and sit down and relax, but you know, just in case I did pack a book. But sorry if I'm being a little incoherent right now, but actually it hasn't been that long since I woke up and I've been too preoccupied with packing up, so yeah, my mind's all jumbled up. I swear this palette is the best thing I ever bought, period. Like, ever. This is so convenient. Before I leave, thank you so much for being with me on this trip, and thank you so much for those of you who actually took the time out of your day and came over to see the exhibit. I got messages and comments saying that you guys would come, but I never thought that you'd actually come, and I felt so bad that I couldn't get to greet you because, yeah, I wanted to be there earlier, but for those of you who have traveled would know, like, things don't always go according to plan, so I was a little late. I think I got there at around like 7:30. One of you left me a really cute drawing of me and like a little letter, and I thought that was just the sweetest thing, so shout out to you if you're watching. I know, like, it sounds cliche and it just sounds, I don't know how it sounds, but I really mean it. Like, genuinely, thank you so much. I will share all my thoughts and, you know, feelings about this trip, about the exhibit later back in Seoul, because right now I feel like my head isn't screwed on quite completely. So yeah, gonna organize all my thoughts and journal and get stuff done once I get back home, and I will obviously share it all with you guys. I hope we get to do this more often. I mean, I definitely would like to come back here maybe when it's warmer, maybe spring, summer, who knows. And not just Paris, I hope we get to do a whole lot more of these travel vlogs. I'd love to visit Portugal, I'd love to visit Italy, New York, London. I mean, I love London. So far, it's still my favorite city to be in, so yeah, hopefully we get to do a lot of that. I might actually go to Japan pretty soon because I have a friend living there and I want to visit her. But yeah, stay tuned for more, and thank you. I love you all so much. If you're new, subscribe. Let's get together and grow this little internet family we have going on here. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye. They left me this little, it's in Korean. Oh, they took the time to translate it.